Yeah, so I'm from Kyiv, and we left the city in first day. We left to the border of the Kyiv region, to city Uman, because it's much safer here. We left with the whole family and with the just one bag for the family. We didn't know how to react. We didn't know if it's real, if it's just explosion, or it's the full invasion of Ukraine. But unfortunately, it is the invasion, and we are really scared because we don't know how to survive, how to get food and gas, and it's really a limited amount of all of this. But still, we remain calm and a little bit optimistic about what's happening. We try to help with the protection of the city. Our men are already there, and we try to do the international cooperation. So we call on our friends to help to support Ukraine. We also support army, and we support the city protection with the food and specific medicine. And now we are collecting the humanitarian help from the Europe, from Israel as well, and we try to push them in the city like the Kyiv city and other big cities which are on bombing.
Right. And tell us, Olha, take us back, if you don't mind, to day one of this invasion. There had been such a build-up, so many people predicting that Vladimir Putin would invade, and many saying, absolutely not, he won't do it. Talk us through the moment that you realized that you and your relatives needed to get out of Kyiv. We also get a lot of notions to get out from the Kyiv and for Ukraine in general, but we didn't believe it's possible. We couldn't predict that something like this could happen in the center of Europe, as well as we couldn't predict that it will be the full invasion of all the country. So we already understood that something happening in a lot of regions at the same time. So actually, I woke up at 5 a.m. from bombing. The window was just frightening, and all the people start running from the houses. And then we start receiving the information that the army is going from the different directions, from the Crimea direction, from the Russia direction, from Belarus direction. And we understood that this is not just one day thing. I have a small baby, and we decided that it's better to go from the city because it's a little bit dangerous being in the high building, and the Kyiv is not not well prepared for bombing. That's why we decided to move forward. But we're not leaving the country because we have our men are not allowed to cross the border, and we are staying this way. And Olha, describe for us, you mentioned that you feel that Uman is safer for you and for your baby. What kind of shelters do you have there? What kinds of contingency plans are in place there, especially when curfews are being introduced? Describe what's happening there at the moment.
So actually we're living in the country house, and the only protection we have here, it's like the small shelters where people save food. It's the only way we can be safe during the bombing, and the bombing are regularly. So that's the only protection we have right now.
And you made mention a little bit earlier that you and your family are trying to stay optimistic. We keep on hearing messages from President Vladimir Zelensky calling for support for the EU to treat Ukraine as an equal. Talk to us about briefly the message you would like to give to the West right now, who is watching developments as we speak.
Actually, the main message is that this is not the war with Ukraine and Russia. This is the global war, and we need to be supported by any possible help, by donation to our army, by donation weapons, by donation the medical and humanitarian help. This is not the stop point from the Vladimir Putin. I think it can be a disaster of the 21st century, and we need to be strong together and not believe that only Ukrainians can stop him at this point.
Right. Olha Stoliarchuk, we so appreciate you speaking to us. Take care of yourself and your family, live from Oman. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you very much.